Good afternoon, parents, family, friends, and students. Welcome to our academic awards ceremony. A little bit about what you'll see and what is available to you. We've learned over the years that when we used to put these in packets, envelope packets, and give them to the students, many times they didn't make it home. They were still in the lockers at the end of the school year. So if you look at the back of your program, you will see a link that is also, I'm sure, advertised in the Wednesday Parent News, where you can order the certificates and you can even order an extra program printed. So we don't print a whole lot of these. If you ever see a mistake or a spelling error or we miss something, we can print it correctly just for you. So the wonders of modern technology. You know, I say this every year, and it's because it's true, and that is, just like you, we expect our students to do well academically. And that's the end of it. We expect them to do it. So today, we get to acknowledge what we just expect for the rest of the year. And we're not hitting everything here, but those special things that we have created awards for. But you should know that when we look at what the students do, when you see how many have gotten academic letters, it's not because we're an easy school. Just ask the students. It's because you have high expectations of your students, as do we, and they have high expectations of themselves. So welcome again to our Academic Awards Assembly, and we're going to begin with the awards that the teachers give out to the various world language classes. Pastor Huebner.
Thank you. I'm Pastor Dave Huebner, and I have the privilege of being the World Language Department Chair. And our goal is for all of our students to master the learning targets that we have. Of course, that's more important than grades. But as Mr. Gibson said, we want to acknowledge those people that have achieved a very high percentage on their grades. Some of the teachers I know, when they came up with the names for the awards, like me, for example, as we were looking at our classes, there were students that are really, really high, and then depending on one quiz or one grade, they might flip for a little bit. Sometimes there's 3 students that are right neck and neck for who could be the top one. But we all agreed, rather than giving 2 or 3 awards for the top student, we would just pick one, and it would be sometimes on that day who was the leading person in that category. But they would be the ones that will be acknowledged then as the top in that particular language class. So here are the names, and what we'll do is we'll just take a break to have those people that are the German students, have them stand up and get recognized. Then we'll do the Spanish ones, etc. Okay? So our 2 winners are for German 1, Bettina Hexel Martens, and Ben Henches, German 2. If you'd stand up, get recognized, clap for them. Thank you. Apparently you don't just get clapped for, you get screamed for. That's awesome. So in Spanish, we have several levels, and these are Spanish winners, and stand up as I read your name. Sofia Rubio in Spanish 1, Maddie Gross in Spanish 1, Hannah Gullix in Spanish 2, Elena Grau, Spanish 3, Catherine Fontaine, Spanish 4, and Caitlin Eisenberger, Spanish 5. Give them a hand. In Mandarin, Chinese 1, Taishi Aizawa, Chinese 1, Taeyun Kang, Chinese 2, Delia Walters, Chinese 3, Seyun Son. Stand and receive acknowledgement. Well done. In Latin, you see not only the Latin 2 and the Latin 3 class. Unfortunately, we're not able to continue the Latin 1 class, but we have Latin 2 and Latin 3 this year. But not only do we have the top students from those classes, but we also have students who took the national Latin exam. They all did, but these particular students that are mentioned there received awards from the National Latin Exam Society, whatever you want to call it. And so our Latin winners, Latin 2's highest score is Jin Sung, Latin 3, Daniel Liu, magna cum laude in the Latin 2 national exam, Harrison Ham, and cum laude in the Latin 3 exam, Daniel Liu. Please stand. Congratulations, well done. I'll give the mic to Mr. Huebner for math.
So for math, different than language awards, instead of having top scorers like he had mentioned, I simply want to recognize a couple of students that took the American math competition. There's 2 levels, those at sophomore or below, and then 12 and below, as you can see in your program, AMC 12 and AMC 10. So our top scorer for AMC 10 is Melissa Liu. She can stand. And then also our top scorer for AMC 12 is Alexander Hadavanitz. On to Mr. Wying.
Yeah, good afternoon. I'm the Dean of Students here, and I'm the one who helps make sure of attendance. And we have groups listed here for perfect attendance. So if you're here today, you can stand up. Emma Ohm, Martin Paulson, Gabriel Sansala, Anna Spott, and Krish Zhao. For sophomores, Ferda Bakari, Clara Ham, Irene Jung, Hunter Johnston, Melissa Liu, Jesse Liu, got them all up there, Sean Natero, Madison Nguyen, Daisy Tang, Shakuro Yoshihara, and Jacqueline Wang. So if you're here, please stand. Now for juniors, Sifan Charu, Reese Collins, Lorenzo Fontini, and Yuri Spencer. And then for seniors, Daniel Bowie, Jake Gullickson, Anthony Kim, Daniel Liu, Miriam Masari, Benjamin Olson, Taishi Yoshihara, and Jackson Zern. Now I really applaud these guys because out of 175 plus days, they managed to make, up to this point, every one of those. So great job, guys. Thank you.
Just so you know, parents, attendance at this was not required. So if you thought it was a little humorous that some of the perfect attendance winners weren't in attendance, that's why. We used to do all of these in the evening, and you know what spring activities are like. We would be reading the awards, we made them all come up, and then there wouldn't be a lot of people here. So this is why we do it this way. We can still acknowledge them, but if you thought that was somewhat ironic, that's why. Attendance is not required at the academic awards. And I'm going to promise to you that I will not read every name for academic letters. So I'm going to ask the students who are here, we're going to display the freshman academic letter winners of which have a GPA of 3.67 or higher. And after we've gone through them, make sure we get their names back up there a little bit for freshmen. All right. Freshmen, if you are receiving an academic letter, will you please stand? Thank you. For those of you who don't know me and you're watching online, I didn't introduce myself. I'm Mr. Gibson. I'm the high school principal here. And if you are online, oh, there's the cameras on. If you are online, we welcome you watching it. By the way, this is also archived, so if you want to go back and watch it again, you're certainly welcome to do so. All right, next, the sophomores who have a GPA of 3.67 or higher. And if you see your names, sophomores, you may stand. The junior academic letter winners are in front of us right now. And those of you juniors who are winning, receiving an academic letter, please stand. Thank you. And finally, the seniors with a GPA of 3.67 or higher. Please stand, seniors, if you are receiving an academic letter. Our next awards, highest honor awards, or sometimes we call them the Latin awards because we use Latin designations for this. We've done this for quite a while. The cum laude awards were started at 3.8, and then magna cum laude 3.9, and cum laude 4.0 and higher. However, we wanted to do two things. One, recognize more students, and two, take into account the fact that many of our students are taking college-level courses. So now our award, when we did that, we took away the valedictorian and salutatorian award. So if you would think of all of those that are in the summa cum laude category, those are our valedictorians. We think that that recognizes more of our students and their academic abilities. So the cum laude awards are those who have a 3.8 or higher, and they are on the screen. If you are receiving a cum laude award, please stand. And these are just seniors, and at graduation they'll be acknowledged by wearing medallions as they come into graduation. The Magna Cum Laude Award is 3.9 and higher, and having taken between 1 and 6 college-level courses, whether that's college courses directly or advanced placement courses. These are the Magna Cum Laude Award winners. And would you please stand, seniors, those of you who are here. I don't know if you get an award for being magna cum laude and riding a motorcycle. The summa cum laude award, again, 3.9 and higher, but having done 7 or more college-level classes while in high school. Summa cum laude award winners are here, and if you are here, seniors, please stand. Our summa cum laude award winners. Next, each year, many juniors take the SAT, or the PSAT, or the pre-SAT test. Many juniors take it, and then those scores are used nationwide for the National Merit Scholarship Competition. And students in each state, they take a percentage based on how many took the test and what their scores are, and then they take the top percent for various levels. And this year, from last year's test, the National Merit Letter of Commendation goes to Daniel Liu. Congratulations. The final acknowledgement are the senior scholarships. And if you know that your student, your child, receives scholarships from the college that they're attending or the college that they applied to, and you don't see them here, it's because we didn't get that information from you. However, if you would like to have that put in this so that you can have it for the graduation parties, you are welcome to send an email or click on the link and let Mrs. Leverance know, and she'll make sure you get one of these with that added. And the reason I do that is I know how busy it is right now, so we had the wording in the weekly newsletters for you to let us know, but we are realistic enough to know that parents don't always read all of the newsletters that we send to you. All right, so these are the scholarships that we've been told about, and of those, students have been awarded over $1 million to students for scholarships that go towards tuition. Ryan Burkhart, New American University Scholarship, Arizona State University. Matthew Habercorn, the Presidential Scholarship at the University of Minnesota. Rachel Harris, the Honors Scholarship at Hamline University. Julia Hunt, the Dean's Excellence Scholarship and the Speech Team Scholarship to Bradley University. Caitlin Eisenberg, the Iron Range Scholarship at the University of Minnesota. Corey Ludden, Director's Award, Men's Bowling Scholarship, Competition Award Scholarship at Grandview University in Des Moines, Iowa. And another bowling scholarship from the USBC. Isabella Metcalf, Pierre Marquette Scholarship and the additional Marquette Scholarship at Marquette University, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Jacob Retzloff, the Pierre Marquette Scholarship, the Magus Campus Resident Scholarship, the Minnesota Club Scholarship at Marquette University, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Kaylee Schrader, Global Honors Program, the Academic Scholarship and Athletic Scholarship at Roberts Wesleyan College, Rochester, New York. And John Voigt, the Merit Scholarship to the University of St. Thomas. Students, I really was serious about the fact that you know that we just don't jump up and down in class when you get the grades that we expect you to get, but today is our chance to acknowledge all the work that you put in. So thank you for being great scholars, and thank you for representing yourself, your family, and your Lord in the way that you do your academics. Thank you very much for coming today. Glad to have you here, and again, pay attention to the links in the newsletters. Parents, if you want to change anything or add anything to this program or order the programs and the certificates, you can do so, and we'll make sure we get them to your students. Students, you are dismissed. And parents, too.